There's something really, really toxic and I believe dangerous that's happening on the financial YouTube platforms and the whole YouTube sphere in general when it comes to finances and stocks and crypto. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. I see myself as like a small time financial YouTuber, maybe. I mean, I put out tutorials. I'm never going to have a course. I don't believe in doing that. Plus, I don't think that I'm this brilliant stock guru or anything like that. Not even close. I'm learning with the rest of you. I like putting out content. And to be completely frank and completely honest, I'm also doing it so I could grow the channel, so I can have some ad revenue, so I can have a voice. There's been many times in my life I run a small business. I've been wronged a bunch of times, and I just want to have a platform so that I could voice things and so that I feel that I'm not just this silent person that just has to take it on the chin every single time. And so I want to talk about some of the stuff that's been going on because the space has gotten very, very toxic. There is clearly an epidemic of stock gurus on YouTube. And although that could be fun and entertaining, and some people that have the disposable income and are playing around with 5% of their portfolio, they might be watching channels and learning about new stocks or tokens or cryptos and investing some in there and championing it and kind of like rooting for your team, right? But then there's these bigger channels that get millions of views a week, like millions upon millions, and they all sell courses or memberships to their Discord and their stock picks, their hot stock picks that they put out. And the truth is, and it's kind of an ugly truth, but when the market is booming, when the market is going up, these people, they look like geniuses. They look like they are these like prophets. They're almost like these investment prophets and, you know, sons of Warren Buffett that are just like, they can do no wrong and they're multiplying their portfolio 2x, 3x, and everyone's like, oh my God, I got to get in. They're paying hundreds of dollars, sometimes thousands of dollars to partake in these courses, to be a part of these Facebook groups or Discords where they're getting this private information of stock picks that these individuals are buying. And it's great. But when the market is going down, especially like what's been happening in the last 6 months, everyone looks like a charlatan. And that is due to the fact that if you're taking all the glory when the market's going up, you're gonna have to take some blows when the market goes down. And the tricky thing is that they're not just screwing people by the people paying for their course and it turns out to just be a bunch of nonsense, or they're paying for their stock picks and their portfolio is a disaster and they're losing tremendous amounts of money. The problem is that once you sign up for their course, if you're actually listening to the advice and then you see your stock portfolio tank, you can literally lose like half of your money, if not 2/3 of your money when there's a downturn in the market. And if you get in at the wrong time, if you get in at a peak and then there's a slide, you're going to lose so much money. And again, all of this is alleged. I talked to a lot of people that are in the aforementioned courses. I talked to other people that have signed up for other courses, and the stuff I hear is really, really dangerous and honestly upsetting. And not even courses, let's just say like AMC, right? That movement, everyone would jump on it. I was one of the first channels that was putting out videos, just educational ones on AMC. And I had a pivotal moment when I thought to myself, what if I just become an AMC channel? I could easily grow this to 40, 50,000 followers. I could be doing songs and dances and telling everyone that AMC is going to go over $1,000, lying through my teeth. And then I could make a bunch of money off of it. And then, you know, I'll deal with the consequences later. But that's just not me and I didn't do it. But there was a lot of channels out there that were just spreading conspiracy theories. There were a lot of channels that were telling you that, you know, they're all in and more than 70% of their portfolio is AMC and they can't wait to sell them the thousands. And even though nobody was forcing viewers to put their money in, there's a lot of gullible people out there. People turn to financial YouTube channels so that they can learn something because they probably lack the knowledge. And so they want to hear from someone. And sometimes, you know, the set looks fancy. I got this Bitcoin thing. I got some poker chips, these lights on the keyboard. This is fake bricks behind me. There is a lot of smoke and mirrors when it comes to these channels. All the Lambos you see people riding and stuff, that's just like rented Lambos, all the vacations and stuff. they're going on vacation and they're taking videos and stuff. Anyone, any peasant can make himself look rich. You got to really be careful about the content that you're watching. Just like you have to do due diligence on the different stocks or investments or crypto that you're going into, you have to do a lot of due diligence on who you're listening to, who you're watching. I know a lot of people, they say, none of this is financial advice, it's for entertainment purposes only. But the reality is that, again, not only are there gullible people out there are people that don't know any better. And when you just take a couple of stocks that are highly speculative and you start pumping them, there's a lot of people that are putting tens of thousands, some are putting hundreds of thousands of dollars in, and they're losing their shirt. Is it their fault because they're stupid and they shouldn't have done it? Sure. But partly it is the fault of this whole epidemic of stock gurus. People showing up in suits on a channel talking about how they made 500% returns in the last couple of weeks and that, you should put your money in this, you should put your money in that, pay me thousands of dollars to join this course, that course, I'll have a Discord, I'll tell you all the moves I'm making after I make them, right? Which is also interesting. Like if you're paying for a Discord and someone is going to tell you the moves that they're making, they should show you their portfolio. It should be a public portfolio, and they should make the moves after they tell you, not make the moves and then tell you so that you could pump it up for them or sell something and then tell you so you could sell yourself. That's not really fair. There's a lot of shady stuff that's going on, and some of it is not necessarily a scam outright. Like these people went into it to scam people. For example, I want to bring up Dogecoin Millionaire, right? This guy literally became a millionaire. He became a sensation overnight because he pumped everything. He YOLO'd into Dogecoin. The guy is not a financial analyst, obviously. I would argue he's not even a very smart investor. He took a huge risk, and sometimes in life, risks pay off. And this Dogecoin Millionaire guy, he goes, puts everything in, and eventually his portfolio, where he invested originally like a couple of $100,000, I believe, grew to over $3 million. This guy blew up overnight, right? And so he started drinking his own Kool-Aid, and he started saying, you know what? I'm going into Floki Inu now. And then he started pumping other projects. He was talking about OMI tokens. Same thing I cover. And again, I'm going to toss myself into this group. I'm always mindful to just put out tutorials. If I make a video on something specific like Palantir or Intel or Ford and I show my profits, I'm still saying like this can all go down. I'm not telling you to buy it. It's just my personal journey. And I cover everything like leveraged ETF strategy for the S&P 500. I made a bunch of money off that. But at the same time, I kind of got lucky too, because you don't know what's going to happen in the markets. You don't know on a micro level. You don't know on a macro level either. Russia can drop a bomb somewhere. The electrical grid can get taken out tomorrow. Some crazy might happen with crypto and it all goes down. And by the way, crypto, it's priced like Ethereum could be 3 times as successful 2 to 3 years from now, and the price can actually be lower than it is today. It is not something that you are generating cash flow or getting a part of the profits or you're getting some sort of dividend income. That's not how it works. Crypto is actually a very, very speculative play. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a fan of crypto, but at the same time, you never know. Remember all those people that said Bitcoin is going over 100,000. Everyone was screaming that. A lot of the major articles from a lot of the respectable resources, Kathy Wood, all these people, they were yelling, Bitcoin is going over 100,000. Cardano's going to hit $10, right? And then when that doesn't happen, those articles just go away. But I think a lot of people are going to make a lot of money. And I think even more people, they're going to lose a tremendous amount of money. And even something like OMI tokens, I'm high in it. As far as crypto, I think it has a lot of potential to double or triple within the next year, if not the next 2 years. But at the same time, there's 5 ways I could think of right now where OMI tokens are trading at 1/5 the value they are today, or they're trading 5x the value. But it's such a game of there has to be luck that lines up, there has to be execution, and there's so many factors that you can't take everything into account. Go right now and look at what the analysts, the top analysts, are predicting for the price of Tesla within a year. Go look at the 1-year targets. They will be all over the board. Even for something like Ford, they will be all over the board, especially for something like a Palantir or one of these smaller micro stocks. Look at Square, look at PayPal. These stocks that you would think analysts would have down pat, they're all over the place. People get things wrong all the time. Facebook dropped 24%. Peloton skidded also like 25% just the other day. How does that happen? It's because even analysts don't know what's going to happen. The reality is that nobody knows. And if you watch this channel, I want to make you a promise. The first promise is I will never create a stock investing course. I don't believe in making money off of that. Am I making money off of ad revenue? Absolutely. Once in a while, do I put out a video covering a topic that I think is very trendy and I think will get a lot of views? Absolutely. But I do my best to not say, hey, you should totally invest in this project. I'm just covering what the heck is going on. I see it as these mini stories and I'm really interested. I am enthusiastic. I'm passionate about investing. I have been for over a decade. I have an MBA. I follow finance a lot and I'm passionate about this stuff. Am I trying to monetize it? Absolutely. But my promise to you is I will never have a course. And circling back to Dogecoin Millionaire, some of these stock gurus, crypto gurus, what happens is they start drinking their old Kool-Aid because they did well on something. They ran up when Tesla ran up, or they caught the AMC short squeeze, and they get this God complex like they have some control now over the masses and people are going to believe them. And so like Dogecoin says, I'm going Floki Inu, I'm going to Omi token, I'm going into Shiba Inu or whatever, right? And then a lot of his followers, subscribers, they go ahead and they say, listen, this guy became a millionaire like seemingly overnight. He knows what he's doing. I'm going to do it too. And then look at what's happening now. I saw a Dogecoin Millionaire video like a week ago. The guy's mad depressed. He used to have 3.5 million. Now he's got like 400, 500,000 because Dogecoin skidded into the irrelevant abyss. There are other channels that I hear them talking about trading on margin or highly speculative options trading strategies, which can go to zero so quickly. I also, a respectable YouTuber that's got a huge following, one of the biggest, has put out multiple videos talking about how he's refinancing his homes so he can take advantage of stock dips and stuff. Man, that is so irresponsible in my opinion, so very dangerous. And me personally, like I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if I told people go buy some stuff on margin, or it's okay to buy on margin, or you should pump a lot of money into this, or you should pump a lot of money into that, or you should take a mortgage out or refinance that home so you can invest something. So part of me is thinking like, is this finance YouTube space filled with sociopaths or people that are just numb to human emotion, the fact that a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money? And where does that leave you? Like, how do you give that type of advice and just shut the lights off and go to sleep? To me, it's crazy. I never want to be that type of person. If you ever see content by me that's like that, call me out on it. And I just hope that if you're someone that watches YouTube for finance advice, for crypto advice, that you're doing so understanding that nobody really knows. Nobody really knows anything. Some people are more right than they are wrong, but they're always wrong somewhere, right? It's like free throws. Like some people, they could shoot 7 out of 10 free throws, but 3 out of 10, they'll be wrong all the time. And if you average it out over the long run, they might actually be wrong more than they are right. It's just that when they started, they were right more than they were wrong. And a lot of you got into these videos, you got into the stock market after the pandemic hit. And after that, it was like a Christmas rally for like a year and a half. Everyone was making money. It was so easy to make money in the stock market. And so I feel like a lot of people, they got caught up in this. And now it's just this house of cards that's coming down. And in a way, it's almost entertaining to see some of these top people that were selling courses being called out as shills and frauds and charlatans to an extent. But to another extent, it's sad because I know that a lot of people can lose a lot of money. I know that some of these people, they mean well. They're nice people. They just have a huge following. They got lost. They drank their own Kool-Aid. They believe their story so much that they said, I could change people's lives. I got it. I'm one of the best out there. I'm a mini Warren Buffett. Let me go and just influence people and be this like stock influencer. It's a highly dangerous game, highly speculative game. So please, please, please be careful out there. Understand that no investment, no crypto, it's not worth you potentially having a meltdown, a nervous breakdown, being depressed, anxious, taking it out on your friends, relationships, and just life is very, very short. So you want to make sure that your investments are not only enhancing your portfolio, but they're enhancing your life as well. Like you don't want to spend a year being down in the dumps or thinking about the fact that you lost 30, 40,000 because you bought into some course and you lost a bunch of money. But again, all of this that I'm saying, it's just personal opinion. None of this is financial advice. None of this is, my own personal journey that I joined one of these courses, lost money. I personally haven't joined, but I know people that have, and I know people that lost a lot of money and they feel cheated right now. They feel angry. And I really hope that it's just a learning lesson for people that there really is no shortcuts for the long term as far as making money on the markets. You have to do a lot of research. You have to find the right people. And hopefully over time you can make money. I'm a huge fan that if you have a lot of money, index funds is a good idea. Putting it in safe investments. I'm a highly speculative investor. So I'm someone that doesn't follow that. I go ahead, I make really risky moves. It's worked out for me thus far, but who knows? I might lose half of my money 2-3 months from now. I'm not a stock guru. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a crypto specialist. I'm not a crypto advisor. I'm just someone that's passionate about the stock market, passionate about crypto, and I love content creation. And so I create content. It makes me a better investor, I feel, keeps me honest, keeps me doing due diligence. And so I'm going to continue onwards. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I'm just another shill on YouTube and if I should stop, or which stock, which options trading strategy, which crypto you would like for me to look into, cover next. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy on each other, take it easy on yourselves, and watch not only your portfolio, but your happiness levels as well.